Since 2014, our country has been plagued by divisive forces. TMC is in Meghalaya with the mission to empower the people, uphold the ethnic cultures and traditions, celebrate the sacred land. To oust the proxy BJP government from Meghalaya, be the change, support TMC by calling on 96877 96877.
Nisoing pa sa kantikon sangsatay Meghalaya News 24 channel onaram chakswa. Anga askino marak arian dalni koborang. Assamni Congress Member of Parliament Garo ni aganani gitade Memorandum of Understandings kangaba face ko soy ka anira mere photo op san ongaya ane agananga. Union Home Minister ni Shulongo ongmatungo Jolni Chief Minister rangni niam reti ni gaman thome chanchirmani ko dakingacham. Uwa somayo Assam aro Mizoram interstate border o gogr kingacham. Gogoi Assam aro Meghalaya ni sorkari rang MOU ko soy kamana hoba ado kegni ni gisepo nangrkani rang dongani gaman dingthang mancha aganang ha aro yan gegni sorkari rang ni kamrang ko jegal na kragaba rasongri begaba onga neba aganang ha ne koborna pharakanga ha.
You see what happened prior to Assam Meghalaya was what happened in Assam Mizoram. You had the Union Home Minister Amit Shah coming to Shillong and convening a meeting of all state chief ministers and all state police DGPs on law and order, and then the police forces of two states were firing on each other. Now where else have you seen that? And these two parties are part of NEDA. Then you had these two state chief ministers signing agreements, and then you have on the border again a conflict and shooting. I think it's highly unfortunate, it's condemnable, and it's a failure on both governments and a failure of both chief ministers, and it shows how that mayors the signing was just a photo op. There are much more serious issues to be resolved, but unfortunately in today's era chief ministers and our honorable prime minister they have started this politics of photo ops.
All India Congress Committee Meghalaya ni candidate rangko nipalthayani ko dakken. AICC Screening Committee ko daktlingba Assam ni Rajya Sabha MP Garo songjin mauna rebae Congress candidate rangko grongna agananga. Kobor antam gabarangna gogoi ni aganani gitade committee thome chanchirmani ko dakke candidate rangko finalize khagen. Wandake AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge ni approve khaani jaman candidate rangni official list ko jinmana pharakatken ene agananga ha. Janapani gitade gogoi screening committee ni chairman onga aro unbaksa Rajya Sabha ni MP Niraj Dangi baksana Kerala ni Lok Sabha MP Hibi Eden ba Meghalaya ona reba pha. Wasan oaigija AICC ni observer Rajya Sabha MP Mukul Wasnik aru uni team adokona rebae Meghalaya Congress ni election athari samswani ko nianga ha ne koborna parakanga ha. AITC MP Derek O'Brien Turani chatro chatri rang na success mantra ba chusokani chol ko agane onanga ha. Uni aganani getade chusokna skens mode chusok gija ko ba chathotna nanga ne agananga ha. Chusokna geta nisan donna nanga rake kham khana nanga khadongna nanga aro chakchikna nanga. O'Brien School bisarang baksa akan gerke apsan jachipchangrang ko baranga ha. Uwa saksa skigba onge school bisarang ko gronge kusi ongani ko ba parakanga ha ne koborna aganang ha. Wandake Rajya Sabha MP Derek O'Brien baksana AITC ni Meghalaya State in charge Manas Ranjan Bunia, aro TMC South Turani candidate Richard Mrongmarak, aro North Turani TMC candidate Rupert Sangma baksa, Sotpongasa South Tura constituency Tura Bazar ni businessman rang ko gronge akan gerkanga ha ne koborna parakata ha. Assam ni MP ni aganani gitade MOU ko soy khagrkani mesokna mangmangsan ongaya maina North East Democratic Alliance ni chief dingthanggaba khamkosa ka ha. Gogoi adokrang ni chief minister rangko black ke dongchina ba aganang ha aro Dispur Delio donggabarang chi kenja gokatani ko manjachina ba aganang ha. Congress sangmako Congress sorkari ni Assam aro Meghalaya ni sima ari ni bidungo namplatani ko dakcha ne matnangani na gogoi ni agan skhani gitade nampal gerkatani ko dakna manjagen chimo ba mandes kharang baksa nangrkani jegerkani aro khao nangrkani rangde dongja ne agananga ha.
That our Assam Chief Minister craves TRP, and if his name does not come in the newspaper regularly, he feels a sense of anxiety. And sometimes he might arm twist his neighboring chief ministers into signing something that they don't want, so that he gets his TRP to show that as NEDA chair he has managed to achieve something. I don't know whether this applies in this particular case, but I hear that often that is the case. So chief ministers of other states have to be strong and champion their own people and champion their own land and not be arm twisted by those sitting in Dispur or those sitting in Delhi or Nagpur. Resolve the issue, but we did not have this level of bad blood and this level of distrust. We agreed to disagree. There were strong chief ministers on both sides, and they always said that this matter needs to be resolved, and there was a very cordial atmosphere. Now, this sense that we are feeling now of bad blood, that did not exist, and I think that is quite detrimental, and that just shows the mismanagement of the boundary issue in Northeast India, which is so complex, and it is being treated so lightly.
Chief Minister Conrad Sangma Mongorbar Salogi Kolgrekani App Health and Wellness Center ko National Ayush Mission ni ngo rabai oprake onangha. Program ni gaman akaningon Health Minister James Sangma ni akanani gitade CM adoko ge Kolgrekani gital Ayush and Wellness Center ko virtual oprake onangha. Sangma ni akan tapangkwan ni gitade CM Sakrechabri gital doktorang baksa akan grekangha. Uwa Sakrechabri gital doktorang ko Meghalaya Medical Service Recruitment Board gita kamona rabaha ne koborna parakangha. Meghalaya Cabinet Contingent Fund na provision ko bari tapataha. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma ni akanani gitade fund rangko hajal sar chagathamoni hajal sar chachetona bari tapataha ne koborna parakangaha.
So we had a very small cabinet meeting today, and the reason of the cabinet meeting is simply to increase the provisions of the contingency fund. The purpose is very simple, that while the money and the funds are available for us to spend, the budgetary provisions are not there, because in the budget, the amount that was budgeted, the amounts we have spent on it, we have already spent more than what was budgeted in the budget. Hence, then we have to go for supplementary demands and all these things. And when those provisions are not there, then we go into the contingency fund. So just to explain to everybody, so that we are all aware, that this is basically a provision of a budgetary provision, so that it will allow us to be able to spend the money which have not been provided in the budget itself. So hence we had to enhance that. For example, now we'll be receiving another 100 crores more from central government for MG and REGS. And we have already exhausted the provisions within the budget, though the funds are coming in. So to be able to allow us to spend that, we have to increase the provisions through the contingency fund. And hence that provision is being created. We also have to support, say, for example, the MECL in this year itself. Government of Meghalaya has spent and given funds of over 400 crores to support MECL in its functioning. And hence now we need more funds to be given to them, to MECL, and the funds are there with us to give, but the budgeted provisions are not there. Hence today's meeting was to increase the contingency fund so that we are able to give that budgetary provision, so that more spending which funds are available can be done for the different budgets that are there. From 1300 now to 1800. Okay.
Sorkari Shillong Civil Hospital ni cancer ko oprake onanga aru wako ning takija an kamde kaingaha. Endake ungen chemo bar chasa presente uko machot kuja aru machot kugija gaba khamrang ko gapatna kham kha kuinga ne Health and Family Welfare Minister James PK Sangma kuborna aganangha.
The cancer wing of the Shillong Civil Hospital, we have been very proactive in ensuring that we have inaugurated and made it fully functional. Not that it is completely 100%, but yes, the process is ongoing, and we plan to not just fill up the gaps, but also to take it to new levels to ensure that we come up with much more than that is already there in terms of the technology, in terms of the services.
Matanggaman salo BJP Meghalaya o gapan party ni chakpa ni gri sorkari rken ene akhange agan hacham. Wani bidingo Congress ni Chief Vincent H. Palani aganani gitade Meghalaya Bengal ni obostha ko nies kier anananga. BJP Bengali rang ko BJP gri sorkari rkna manjawa ene khamakena tahoba wamang BJP gri sorkari rkaha. Uni aganani gitade BJP ni akhanga adok kemakna kenani onga ne koborna parakangha.
People of Meghalaya should learn from Bengal. When the BJP want to threaten the Bengalis that they will not form a government with the BJP, so they taught them a lesson. So here also I think the people of Meghalaya should answer to the BJP. We will see, we should not succumb to the threat of the BJP. So thank you.
Frank Yamaha, authorized dealer India Yamaha Motors ni January chisni tariko khobor chithi gita pharakata ni gita de Yamaha Blue Square showroom ko dakhop gre thura o January ni chisni tariko o phrake onangaha. Guano mongsong gapa ongi sokba Motors Vehicle Inspector West Garo Hills ni Mr. JB Marak, dakhop gre Development Community ni President Mr. M Marak, our Secretary Mr. B Marak, India Yamaha ni Territory Manager Mr. Rakil Hasan aro banga manderangan bakurang ha ne koborna parakataha. Dal ni koborang de yarangsan ya koborang ni gaman nampate machina sko de Meghalaya News 24.com ni ko porina mangen. Sakanti ko niswani na matela.